Hello and welcome back to the Football Rundown, the match preview then between Wrexham and Stockport County, a game which was, let's be fair, built to be a big game at the beginning of the season when the fixtures came out, and there was very much a fear that this would be the game that would be potentially a title decider, potentially a promotion decider. That isn't going to be the case. Both teams are already aware of where they're going to be next season. Both teams will be in League One next season. I suppose the only conversation that may take place is who finishes third, who finishes second between Mansfield and Wrexham. That's about as much excitement as you're going to have on this final day in terms of the top three spots, because we know that Stockport County have won the title. That's already done, sealed, and signed off. We know that obviously Wrexham already promoted as well. That was done a few games ago as well. And like I say, it's just a case now between them and Mansfield. Who wants to finish second? Who wants to finish third? Is anyone really that bothered when you both know that you're going to get promoted? But let's just remind ourselves how the league table looks at the top then. Of course, we know that Stockport County, like I said, are champions already on 92 points currently, and they've won their last 8 games, but of course 5 in their last 5 wins. Mansfield, of course, second at the moment, just 1 defeat in their last 5 matches, 85 points for them. Wrexham, of course, also on 85 points, but there's quite a gap in goals difference. +7 for Mansfield Town over Wrexham. Obviously, Mansfield Town found themselves with a +43 goals difference. Wrexham +36. Again, both have lost 1 in their last 5 and won the other 4. There is a little bit of conversation to be had about who may find themselves in the playoffs now, as Doncaster Rovers have made a late run into the playoff spots. They're looking quite promising at the moment. MK Dons, are safe. They're going to be in the playoffs this season. It's a conversation about whether or not Bradford can sneak their way in as well. Possibly Crawley Town, again, also trying to find their way into that playoff spots with MK Dons, Doncaster, Crewe and Barrow currently in them spots. Crawley and Bradford will be trying to see if there's any room left for them. So third versus first then, like I said, not really too much to play for, apart from maybe a few little records for each club. Obviously Stockport County, if they beat Wrexham on Saturday, could reach 95 points, which would mean they'd finish 10 points above Wrexham, which is interesting, I suppose. Like I said, both teams already guaranteed promotion as well. Wrexham, however, could still finish ahead of Mansfield if it really matters to you finishing second. If Mansfield fail to win and Wrexham win, or if Wrexham gain a point and Mansfield lose. Both teams come into this in very strong form. Stockport County have won their last 8 matches and are unbeaten in their last 13 matches as well. You have to go back to February since the last time Stockport County lost the game in League Two. Of course, it was that disappointing day at Prenton Park when Tranmere Rovers beat Stockport County 4-0. What we have to remind ourselves is on that day we didn't have a setback 4, and it was a horrible day and a horrible away day for me to go to. But that's the last time Stockport County faced defeat in League Two, and since then the form has been absolutely incredible. As I say, 8 wins in their last 8 and unbeaten in the last 13. That's some record, and it's almost close to that 12-match winning streak in which we went on from, as I say, September last year to November. Like I say, Stockport County could reach 95 points if they beat Wrexham on Saturday, which would be the highest points gained by one club in a League Two season since Northampton Town did it in the 15-16 season. That year, they finished on 99 points. Obviously, Stockport County can't get to 99, but they can get over 95, which, of course, would be the closest in the last 9 seasons. So while Stockport County could get to 95 points, Wrexham currently find themselves on 85 points. And as I read this, I'm having to sort of remind myself, is this real? But as far as I'm aware of, and I've looked into it, this has to be correct, so correct me if I am wrong. But this 85 points that Wrexham are currently on is their highest ever points total in a Football League season, and it's overtaken their 84 points that they took from the 2002-03 season when they finished 3rd in what was then the third division, which is now League Two. If they finish in 2nd place as well, it would also mark the first time they finished 2nd or higher in the Football League in over 20 years. The last time they finished 2nd was in the 3rd division, I think, back in 92-93. In terms of individual awards for both sets of players, Paul Mullin was hoping to have that golden boot in League Two this season. That's looking unlikely, to be honest. Paul Mullin, like I say, is unlikely to claim the golden boot now, with just a game left and 4 goals needed just to level Notts County's Macaulay Langstaff, who's on 28 League Two goals this season. Meanwhile, Ben Hinchliffe in goal for Stockport County. What a fantastic player he's been for us this season. He's looking to try and win the Golden Glove. He's currently in line to win the Golden Glove with 17 clean sheets this season. However, AFC Wimbledon's Alex Bass is on 16 and could level Ben Hinchcliffe of Stockport County if AFC Wimbledon managed to maintain a clean sheet against Walsall on Saturday. And of course, if Stockport County were to concede to Wrexham, which I think is fairly likely with the firepower they've got up front. Like I say, not really too much on this game. I kind of question about why I'm doing a match preview on it, really. I'm not sure how interested people are on my opinion on this game. I don't think many people are really interested in the outcome of this game, to be honest. Really, knowing that both teams, it's a bit of a nothing game. However, it is, I suppose, a bit of a rivalry that I think people try and make out of it over the last few seasons. Obviously go back to the National League season where we kind of were fighting one another for that, for that title. Obviously, we came out on top, made them wait another year to go up to League Two. Then this year, where I think Wrexham would have fancied themselves to try and give it a go as being champions themselves. Obviously, we've managed to outdo them, once again. However, what I would say in Wrexham's defence, not that I should really be trying to defend Wrexham, but a point I would put in their favour would be, had they had Paul Milling maybe from the beginning of this season, they might have had to put up, a bit more of a fight, because obviously he missed the first month and a half with a punctured lung. So maybe, you never know, if they'd had Paul Milling from the start, who has been brilliant this season for him in League Two, maybe they might have got more points on the board. Maybe it might have been closer than it turned out to be in the end. But like I say, it doesn't really matter. Both teams are promoted. Both teams will be happy to be in League One next season. It's a massive achievement for both sets of clubs. We know that obviously Wrexham had that Hollywood backing, and some people would, I suppose, say that the achievement isn't as big because it's more expected. But at the end of the day, that's not the fault of the fans, and it's fantastic for them what they'll do, what they've done this season, and what I think they will do next season. Obviously, being in League One, I imagine that financial fair play regulations would allow them to spend more money now that they're in a higher division. They'll be able to spend more of the revenue that they receive. And we know, obviously, they bring a lot in commercial revenue due to, as I say, that Hollywood background that they have, with the ownership. So I expect that they'll do big things in League One next season. I don't think they're just there to make up the numbers. But then again, I don't think Stockport County are just there to make up the numbers. I think we'll have money to spend as well. We didn't really spend too much last summer. In a lot of ways, I think we've got two summers' budgets in one. With last summer's budget that I think we might have saved for this summer's budget. So I think both teams will give it a fair good go in League One next season. I think, as I say, it's great for both football clubs to be in League One next season. Obviously spoke about a little bit of trouble potentially going into this game from both sets of fans. I don't think we'll have to worry about that too much. I think had this game had more on the line, that might have been a problem. But hopefully both sets of supporters should be okay, and hopefully very little to no violence rather from this game, because as I say, it's a bit of a nothing game. But fantastic for both clubs to achieve promotion this season, and like I say, be interesting to see how both teams do next season in League One. I'm sure you'll get my thoughts on that nearer the time once both clubs start to dip into the transfer market, and I'm sure Wrexham will look to make a big impact in the transfer market in League One, and I'm no doubt that Stockport County will try and follow in the same steps. So it's been a brilliant season for both sets of teams. In terms of result on Saturday, I'm obviously going to want to go with Stockport County win. Obviously continue that, finish the season unbeaten. Not finish the season unbeaten, but finish the season in unbeaten fashion. I'm going to go with a 2-1 win for Stockport County. I'd like Hinchcliffe to have that clean sheet, Golden Glove. I think that is possible even if we don't, keep a clean sheet, because obviously we're assuming AFC Wimbledon's keep a clean sheet. But like I say, hopefully, we stop Wrexham from scoring. But we've got to respect they've got some huge firepower up front, and I'm sure they'll give it a good go in the game as well, because it's still a football match. Both teams will still want to win, even though there isn't as much on it. You never really want to lose a game. So I still think there's a decent game of football to watch, and hopefully Stockport County can win the game. And as I say, the only thing I'm interested in on Saturday is winning the game and making sure Hinchcliffe has that Golden Glove, because he's more than deserving of it this season. So that's my thoughts on the game. I've gone for a 2-1 win for Stockport County. Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Don't forget to like the video as well, and of course subscribe if you are new. Don't forget to check out as well, I did my 5 players at Stockport County must keep going into next season. That video came out yesterday, so if you haven't seen it, do go check it out on the channel. But like I say, get your thoughts in the comment section below. Like the video, subscribe if you are new as well. We've got loads of content coming up over the next few months on this channel. The season may be finishing, but this YouTube channel will not be finishing. It will keep on going into next season. There's no doubt about that. So as I say, get involved in the channel. Don't forget to obviously like the video as well. Thanks for watching as well, and hopefully I'll see you guys in the next one. Thanks for watching.